Welcome back. The real heroes in many ways are our Air Force men as well as the NDRF. We bring you dramatic images of a woman being rescued from under the rubble in Nepal after 55 hours. She was trapped under the debris and received injuries, but none of them are believed to be life-threatening. The NDRF team sent from the country has received all-round applause. 10 teams of the NDRF have become full-fledged relief and rescue operations backed by the Air Force on the third day of the disaster in Nepal. A UAV has also been sent from here for carrying out aerial reconnaissance. Joining me now, Group Captain Srinivasan, Director Air Operations for Mission Maitri. Appreciate your joining us. I know it's not easy to get away from a 24/7 operation that you're running, and interestingly, this is on the back of what you did in Yemen. Yeah. So it almost seems that for the last month, the Air Force has just been engaged in rescuing people, first in Yemen, now in Nepal. What's it been like?
It's been a really challenging month. We had Yemen earlier. We had this road accident in Nepal a week ago, if you remember, where we got back pilgrims back to Gujarat. And then what seemed to be a minor tremor has now turned out to be a catastrophe. It has been tough. Yeah.
You know, and when you have to plan for an operation like this, I presume you've just got to go on the fly there and you're suddenly told that you're now heading for Nepal. How many Air Force planes are out there and how many sorties are they doing on an average per day?
See, what happens is we have a system of rapid reaction. And as part of the Directorate of Operations, having been aircrew ourselves till a few years ago, my son came to me and told me, "Papa, the fan's shaking." And I said, no, there's someone running upstairs. He said, no, something is shaking. And then that's when I realized the tremors are on. So we've got a kind of a intuition. And I went and spoke to 5 commanding officers. I said, keep 5 aeroplanes ready. Keep your crew ready.
This was Saturday morning?
This was Saturday afternoon.
Saturday morning. Saturday by 1 o'clock.
And I said, keep them ready. I'll call them off if required. And the way things went up, we started getting more and more information. And by 3:55 that evening, we had the first C-130 setting course. Now, what is important is we weren't sure what was actually there on ground at Kathmandu airfield. Now, remember, Kathmandu is an international airfield, but it's quite different from other international airfields. It's right in the middle of a bowl in the Himalayas. There are limited resources available at that airfield. We weren't sure as to whether there was a crack on the runway. Could aeroplanes land there? So we decided to use the C-130, and a versatile aeroplane capable of landing at short runways of even 3,000 feet. We said, let this aeroplane go there, preferably before it gets dark. Let him assess.
And you've had difficulty with weather? Because there have been, it was raining for a while on Saturday evening.
Absolutely.
You've had difficulty with aftershocks, tremors. So it's been, it's been a tough. Is it being all monitored from here at Hindon, or have you set up a base in Kathmandu itself?
See, what we've done is the primary operating ops center is at Air Headquarters Vayu Bhavan, and this is directly monitored by the Vice Chief of Air Staff, and we have formed a cell out there who monitor point-to-point activity that's taking place. Now, what happens is, yes, we had issues with the rain, and if you realize, most of our flights have been at night. Kathmandu is dangerous in bad weather at night.
You've actually flown in most of your planes in at night?
Practically every flight.
Every flight's been flown in, and then you fly in possibly to smaller areas to try and get people in?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's been Herculean.
It has.
And how many people have been involved on an average in this entire operation?
We've had 13 transport aircraft and 12 helicopters that have come in. Even if I take a conservative number of 10 people involved per aircraft, the operating crew and the technicians, that speaks about the numbers. And there are, any air operations has its ground setup. So there are, I would say the entire Air Force is involved.
Well, the Air Force has done us proud, so has the NDRF. Captain Srinivasan, thank you very much for coming in. And I know it's, as I said, a tough time for all of you, but the nation salutes you and admires you for what you've done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.